All right. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are continuing the text analysis for lesson 2B, lesson 5. On the last video, we ended at the end of this verse. So we will continue from there, inshallah. Okay, وَسَأَلَ يُوسُفَ عَنِ التَّأْوِيلِ. So سَأَلَ is fi'l madi, form 1. The alif here is the fa'il because it is representing the two men that ask Yusuf. Yusuf is our maf'ul bihi in this case. عن التأويل is jar wa majrur. وكان يوسف عالما. Okay, this is a jumla with kana. So we have our ism kana, which is Yusufu, and our khabar kana, which is عالما. The تأويل الرؤيا is jar wa majrur. تأويل الرؤيا is also an idafa. So Yusuf was like knowledgeable. Of what? He was knowledgeable of interpreting dreams. Okay, وَكَانَ يُوسُفُ نَبِيًّا مِنَ الْأَنْبِيَاءِ. Okay, so another jumla with kana. Here our ism kana is Yusufu, and our khabar kana is Nabiyyan. So Yusuf was a prophet. مِنَ الْأَنْبِيَاءِ jar majrur, from the prophets. وَكَانَ النَّاسُ فِي زَمَانِهِ يَعْبَدُونَ غَيْرَ اللَّهِ. Okay, وَكَانَ النَّاسُ, so another jumla with kana. النَّاسُ is our ism kana. The sentence يَعْبَدُونَ غَيْرَ اللَّهِ can say is our khabar kana. في زمان, okay. So yeah, but this is a jumla fa'liya, right? So we have a jumla fa'liya. يعبدون is our fi'l mudari, form 1. The waw is our fa'il. غير is our maf'ul bihi. And غير الله is an idafa. في زمانه is a jar wa majrur. زمانه is also an idafa. So the people used to worship other than Allah in his time. وَوَضَعُوا أَرْبَابًا كَثِيرَةً مِنْ عِنْدِ أَنفُسِهِمْ. Okay, so وَضَعُوا is fi'l madi, form 1. The fa'il is the waw here, and they put أَرْبَابًا كَثِيرَةً. So they would put أَرْبَابًا, like many lords, مِنْ عِنْدِ أَنفُسِهِمْ, from among themselves. So they basically put, or they made many lords. This is maf'ul bihi. وَضَعُوا is our maf'ul bihi. وَضَعْ أَرْبَابًا كَثِيرَةً is صفة وموصوف, and this is كثيرة is مؤنث because أربابًا is جمع لغير العقل. It's a non-human plural because idols are non-human. من عند أنفسهم, we have a jar majrur here, from among themselves, and then we have a 3-part idafa. وقالوا, past tense, form 1, and the waw is our fa'il. هذا, so now we have our jumla. هذا رب البر. Okay, so هذا is our mubtada, rabbu is our khabar, and رب البر is our idafa. They say this is the Lord of the land. وهذا رب البحر, and this is the Lord of the sea. Again, mubtada and khabar construct plus idafa. وهذا رب الرزق, once again, رب الرزق is our idafa. Next sentence as well. وهذا رب المطر is our idafa. هذا is our mubtada, rabbu is our khabar in both of these, right? This is the Lord of the sea, this is the Lord of sustenance, and this is the Lord of the rain, or the Lord of rain. وَكَانَ يُوسُفُ يَرَى كُلَّ ذَلِكَ وَيَضْحَكُ. So another sentence with kana. Yusufu is our ism kana, yara is our khabar kana, kulla is our maf'ul bihi, right? He would see all of this. كُلَّ ذَلِكَ is also an idafa, وَيَضْحَكُ فعل مضارع form 1. ضحك يضحك. وكان يوسف يعلم. So again, جملة with كان. يوسف is our اسم كان. يعلم is our خبر كان. كل ذلك. This is كل ذا مفعول به. Again, كل ذلك is an إضافة. ويبكي is the present tense form 1. So Yusuf knew all of that. And he would also cry. Right? He knew all of that. He would cry. All right. وَكَانَ يُوسُفُ يُرِيدُ أَنْ يَدْعُوَهُمْ. So Yusuf wanted, right? So we have another jumla with kana. Yusuf used to want. Yusuf is our ism kana. Yuridu is our khabar kana. This is form 4, present tense verb. Arada yuridu. An yad'u'a. He wanted to call them. An is making yad'u'a into a nasab case. Yad'u'a is a form 1 mudari' verb. It's mudari' mansub. Hum is our maf'ul bihi. إلى الله لفظ جلال جار مجرور construct. وقد أراد الله أن يكون ذلك في السجن. And Allah wanted. He wanted that, right? He wanted or he intended. Arada can also here be translated as intended. So God intended أن yakuna, that he be, that be in the prison, right? That be as in the calling to God. Right, so certainly, or indeed, or it was just a case, right? Because we have qad plus the past. Arada is past tense, form 4. Allahu is our fa'il, lafz jalala. An yakuna, so you have an, which is making kana, mansub, yakuna. Yakunu is also jumla with kana. So, let's see, dhalika will be our ism kana. And fi sijni, the prepositional phrase, jar majroor, will be our khabar kana. Okay. ألا يستحق أهل السجن الموعظة? So لا, we know is a negation. يستحق is going to be. It means like to deserve. Okay. استحق يستحق is a form 10 verb. Present tense, form 10. Its root letters are ha, قاف, قاف, حقق. أهل is our fa'il. أهل السجن is our idafa. And then al-maw'adata is our maf'ul bihi. So are they not deserving of counsel? And then again, ala yastahiqqu, once again, past tense, or sorry, it's present tense, form 10. Ahlu is our fa'il, ahlu sijni is an idafa. And then ar-rahmata is our maf'ul bihi. Don't they deserve rahmah? Don't they deserve mercy? Alaysa ahlu sijni ibadallahi. So now we have a jumla with laysa. We know laysa is a sister of kana. So ahlu is our ism laysa. Ahlu sijni is an idafa. Ibadallahi is our khabar. Laysa, ibadallahi is also our idafa. Alaysa, once again, we have the same thing. Ahlu is our ism laysa. And bani is our khabar laysa. And both of these are idafas. Alaysa ahlu sijni bani adama. And bani adama, this has the fatha because it's mamnu' min as-sarf. Mamnu' min as-sarf. Bani, as we've seen before, bani, this comes from bani. And this is in the nasab and jar case. Nasab and jar case. In the rafa case, it's banun. Rafa. So what happens is the waw becomes a ya, and then we have an idafa, so we drop the noon, right? We drop the noon because we have an idafa here. Right? We have an idafa, so we drop the noon in bani. All right. All right. Kana Yusufu fi sijni, walakinnahu hurran jariyan. So Yusuf was in the prison, right? So you have a jumla with kana. Yusufu is our ism kana. Fi sijni is our khabar kana. The jar majroor is our khabar kana. Kana Yusufu fi sijni, walakinnahu. So now we have lakinna, the sister of inna. So we have walakinnahu, the who is our ism lakinna. Kana, the jumla with kana is actually our khabar lakinna. Okay, now the jumla with kana has its own, it's a jumla with kana, so it has a ism kana, which is huwa, our ism kana, and then hurran is our khabar kana, and jariyan is our sifa wa mawsuf construct. Okay, so Yusuf was in prison, but he was free. And jariyan, we're saying is bold, so hurran jariyan. Yeah, that can work. كان حرا جريا. Yeah, so jariyan is bold or courageous. So if that's the case, if jariyan is bold and courageous, then this is going to be, sorry, then this is going to be a second khabar kana. This is like khabar kana 2. Okay, so you have kana, Yusufu faqiran. So Yusuf was poor. Another jumla with kana, ism kana is Yusuf, khabar kana is faqiran. Once again, walakinnahu, the who is our ism lakinna. The kana again, with sakhiyan as well, is our khabar lakinna. So once again, we have huwa, which is our ism kana, that's embedded. It's assumed or implied. Jawadan, it's going to be our khabar kana. And then sakhiyan means generous, so it's going to be again like a khabar kana too. Okay, then we have inna al-anbiya'a yajharuna bil-haqqi fi kulli makanin. We have a jumla with inna. Al-anbiya'a is our ism inna. Yajharuna is a jumla fa'liya, which is our khabar inna, and it's a mudari' verb, form 1. The waw is our fa'il. So they proclaim, right? It's the prophets who proclaim. They proclaim the truth. Bil-haqqi, jar majroor. في كل مكان. So في كل جار مجرور. كل مكان is an إضافة in every place. وإن الأنبياء, when we have اسم إن again. الأنبياء إذا اسم إن. يجودون إذا خبر إن. It's a جملة فعلية. Right? مضارع form 1. يجودون. Right? They are like generous, or they, literally this is saying they like they're generous in goodness. We've translated it as a bestow goodness, but let's see. Bil khayri will be our jar majroor. Once again, fi kulli zamanin is a jar majroor and an idafa. Kulli zaman will be an idafa in every time, right? Okay. Qala Yusufu fi nafsihi. So Yusuf says to himself, past tense, qala form 1. Yusufu is our fa'il. Fi nafsihi is a jar majroor plus an idafa. Inna al-hajata. So indeed, necessity. Hajata ism inna. Saqat is a verb. So fa'il is going to be our khabar inna. Saqat is our past tense madi form 1. It's irregular because it has the alif in there. Saqa means like literally to drive. So here the need drove rajulaini. Rajulaini is our maf'ul bihi. It's in the nasab case. The sign for the nasab case is the ya. Need or necessity drove, like brought or drove two men to me. This is a jar or majrur construct. Ilayya. How do I know? It's ila plus the ya. وَإِنَّ صَاحِبَ الْحَاجَةِ. So now another jumla with inna. صاحبة is our ism inna. Al-hajati, this is an idafa construct, so al-hajati is mudaf ilayhi. Yalinu. Indeed, the needy one, the companion of need, is more inclined. Yalinu, like bends towards, inclines towards. So this is a fi'l mudari form 1, and this is our khabar inna. وَيَخْدَأُ, this is عطف. عطف يلينو, but it's also fi'l mudari form 1, right? So he's more inclined. وَيَخْدَأُ. All right. وإن صاحب الحاجة يطيع ويسمع. So once again, we have a jumla with إن صاحب الحاجة صار اسم إن الحاجة تصير إضافة. يطيع, they obey, right? أطاع يطيع, so it's a فعل مضارع, form 4. It's going to be our خبر إن, and the واو is عطف again, and يسمع is also معطوف على يطيع. يسمع is form 1. Yeah, يسمع is form 1, yes. فلو قلت لهما شيئا لسمعا وسمع أهل سجني. So if I were, so this is him thinking out loud. If I were to say, this is قال is past tense form 1. The ta is our fa'il. لهما is jar majrur. شيئا is our مفعول به. لسمع. So la, this is following low. So low and la here are being put together. It's a type of conditional. سمع is a ماضي past tense form 1. My fa'il is this alif. وسمع أهل السجن is also not. We have it عاطف. سمع past tense also form 1. Same verb. أهل السجن. أهل is our فاعل and أهل السجن is an إضافة. Right? So he's saying if I were to say anything to the two of them, right, the two people that asked for his advice, they, as in the two of them, would listen, and those in the prison, right, the people of the prison would listen. So he's basically saying that he has some type of influence to persuade them to worship Allah, and so that's what's happening here. Alhamdulillah, that is the rest of the recording. Inshallah, it's beneficial.